don't get to ignore us. We warriors just like the old days. A whole gang of savages who don't care to die of old age. Why we listen to them? It don't matter, cause what they have, they're still Indian land, where they happily continue the process. What's the difference in logic? It's nothing, is it, if the theft is accomplished? Let's be honest with it, we don't get no checks from the feds. Casinos, they ain't feeding me, I rep for the rest. They get no respect. And tell me, does any part of the government care? I say fuck what a Democrat or Republican says. They all lie, while we lie on the lesser of evils that remind them my history until it's heard. 371 ratified treaties broke. That mean the land goes back to us. Fuck all the lies, they ain't meaningful. I seen them all before and heard them. It ain't making sense. Yeah, my patience wearing paper thin. If the earth's really our mother, how the fuck we let them rape her then? Thousands of our kids die, infected by their sicknesses. Ridiculous to let slide. So I'm not concerned with the currency, only the spirit is permanent. Already tried forgiving, we ain't winning in they courtrooms. I'll say it then, this native land, we get ignored though. But then again, maybe their Lord knows why they still our resource and make the rest a fucking war zone. They see the word, we do actions, so they after us now. They see a pride in our defiance, so they back us, we proud. Still we'll take them on. There's a place until we change it all. Face death without fear, our spirit is unbreakable. They see the word, we do actions, so they after us now. They see a pride in our defiance, so they back us, we proud. Still we'll take them on. There's a place until we change it all. Face death without fear, our spirit is unbreakable.
Hey guys, this is Josh here with Trillium Wild Edibles, and today I want to do something just a little bit different. I want to talk about the issue going on in Standing Rock, North Dakota. What's going on over there is absolutely fucking absurd. There's no reason for the continued violence against these water protectors. These people are just protecting their land, and their right to life, and the right to have clean water. Sacred sites have been desecrated. Multiple sacred sites have been desecrated. Graves have been dug up. Fucking graves. Fucking graves. What is wrong with you people? Regardless of which, the issue still remains that for over 400 years, the natives on this continent have been raped, pillaged, massacred. All in the name of corporate fucking greed and government. When on earth are we going to wake up and realize that without water, we have no land, we have no food, we have no life. We have nothing. The human body is 75% water. Why on earth would you want to poison it? Now, speaking of the Dakota pipeline, the company who's putting this pipeline in said that they weren't going to route the pipeline near Bismarck because it would be too much of a liability risk to possibly taint the water for the town. So moving it underneath the junction of the Cannonball and Missouri River, which the Missouri River supplies water to 17 to 18 million people, seems like a safer bet. Now, slap me in the face and call me Susie, but that's fucked up. That makes no damn sense. The company has not done a full environmental assessment on the impact of this pipeline. They didn't consult native people before they decide to ram the pipeline through their land. They didn't ask native people if they could use their sacred sites, which they wouldn't let them because who the hell would? Now let's just go into your church and tear it down and, dig up your family's graves and put an oil pipeline underneath it. And all the while, I'll throw some oil in your kids' water and see how you like it. It's fucked up. It's hypocrisy. It's hypocritical, and it's bullshit. No matter what color, skin, or creed or religion you are, we all come from this earth. Science has proven that. Our body is made up of minerals and elements that exist within the universe and this earth. We are all connected, whether you want to believe it or not. We are. We are all connected with this earth, and we are all connected with the water and the land. And that's what makes what's going on in Standing Rock so powerful. This is one of the largest gatherings of Native Americans in history. Over 200 different tribes have shown up to Standing Rock to protect their water, their land, and their rights. Now, they're not just looking out for the water and the land and their rights of just them either. They're looking out for the water of over 18 million people. Even the police that are there causing violence on them who live in the area. These people are looking out for their water too. And what makes these companies and police officers and mercenary groups think that it's okay to mace, baton, and arrest people who are fucking praying? We have a right to freedom of the press, we have a right to freedom of speech, and we have a right to religion. And here you are desecrating that. You're stepping on it, you're pissing on it, you're fucking raping it. Now, some could say this is protest, some will say this is protect. What does it fucking matter? They're not shooting anybody, they're not raping anybody, they're not pillaging anybody, they're not coming in the middle of the night and burning and sacking a town, they're not taking over federal buildings with armed fucking militia, like what happened in Oregon. You know, it took 41 days for anything to even happen, and here, months later, this issue still hasn't been solved. No, instead of, waiting 41 days, we show up as soon as we can with the National Guard, LRADs and MRAPs, and we start batoning and macing people who were sitting on the ground praying. They've attacked these people with dogs, man. Fucking dogs. Now, also when it comes to the issue of Standing Rock, there are a lot of people jumping on the bandwagon here. I've stayed quiet about this issue for several months. I can stay silent no longer. What's happening with this fucking bullshit, man? I'm so sick of seeing people fucking walked on like this. On the name of fucking money. Fucking money. We're talking thousands of people just on the reservation alone. Let alone all the millions of fucking people that this fucking pipeline could taint their water. Excuse me, I know I haven't broken down, but I'm trying to hold it in. Just thinking about the fact that these people are being stepped on is more than enough to make me just want to scream and cry and pray. The Sacred Stone Camp and the Oseti Sakawan Camp and the Red Warrior Camp are prayer camps. They are for prayer. They're non-violent, they are unarmed, and they are praying. There's video online that came up last night. You can find it on the Young Turks channel. There was a native woman protector. She told the policeman that she loved him, and they maced her in the face after saying she loved him. This is how sick these people are. They clearly weren't hugged enough as children. They weren't loved enough as children. I'm trying to hold it in. I really am. It's hard. But I'm not there. So it's pretty selfish for me to cry. That's how I feel. I have every right to be angry. I have every right to be sad. I encourage any of you watching this that if you care about the issue in Standing Rock, you care about having clean land or clean water, you care about corporations not stepping over the people, you care that people have a right to defend themselves and their land and their right to have clean food and water, hit up sacredstonecamp.org or standingrock.org so you can donate to their legal fund, you can donate to the camp or to the tribe itself, you can donate supplies. They have a full supply list of everything they need. They have an Amazon wish list. You can donate to the legal fund over on Fundraiser. You can sign petitions, you can email the Army Corps of Engineers, you can email the executives over at the pipeline, you can call the White House, get in contact with your representatives, and let them know your feelings on this issue. Let them know that you don't want this. No DAPL, no Dakota pipeline. We are sick of these oil pipelines. They leak thousands of barrels of oil into our waterways. People in Oklahoma and Kansas and Nebraska and other states are able to light their water on fire out of their faucet because of these pipelines. Now we can sit and be selfish and go, well, gas prices surely have dropped because of all this. I really don't want to lose them gas prices. How fucking selfish to worry about saving a few dollars on your gasoline instead of the lives of 18 plus million people. Over the past 10 to 15 years, this company has invested more money in petroleum and coal than we have in wind and solar combined. Multiple other countries have gotten us beat as far as their investment into wind and solar energy. And here we are, investing billions into petroleum. Just one of the private security firms that the Dakota Access Pipeline Company has hired to help them defend and protect their pipeline, they spent $20-some million on a contract for this company. $20-some million just for one security firm. Let alone the fact that the project is $3.8 billion itself. That's a lot of fucking money. That's a lot of fucking money. Donald Trump is one of the biggest financiers next to Citibank and Wells Fargo. Multiple other corporations as well. It's important that we stop this. We, the people, we the Americans, have constitutional rights. Every human has those rights, no matter whether you're from this country or not. Our Constitution says this, our Declaration of Independence says that all men are created equal. If all men are created equal, then all men have access to those rights. And we're trampling on them. We're fucking trampling on them. The First Nations people, they let us in this country. They let us in this country. They taught us how to grow food. They taught us how to hunt. They taught us how to skin. They taught us how to make medicine. And ever since then, we have just fucking raped them. We've come in the middle of the night. We've burned and sacked their villages. We've cut breasts off of native women and made squaw bags out of them. What the fuck is wrong with us? You know these companies aren't coming in the middle of the night and burning villages. No, they're not massacring hundreds of women and children. Instead, they're coming in the middle of the night with legislation and governments and police corporations and mercenary corporations, and they're coming in and they're putting up pipelines that can poison the water. So you might as well be coming in the middle of the night and still killing people. All for your money. All for your fucking money. We are all humans. We all require water to live, clean water especially. We have a right to clean water. We have a right to defend ourselves. We have a right to defend our private property. And these corporations are trespassing upon the Sioux tribe and their private property that our government gave to them in 2 different fucking treaties that each one our government trashed and stepped right on. We pissed all over them as soon as we could. Why? Because we found out there was gold. Nowadays, oil is gold. It's called black gold. People go through the same amount of greed and the same amount of bullshit, and they portray the same amount of hypocrisy, all for a fucking element in the earth. You know, whatever your thoughts are on global warming or climate change, or the electric grid and how we should mitigate the issues, alternative energy, no matter what your views are on those issues, clean water, land, air, plants, and animals, we have to have all of those things to have any form of energy. Also, for any of you who are watching, who plan on going to Standing Rock, do not come in from the north section. There is police blockades upon, I believe, 1806, and I believe it's around Highway 1806, right on the north side of the res. Don't come in from the north. You got to come in from the south side of the reservation because the police have the north side blocked off. Now, there are a couple BIA checkpoints on 1806 on the south side of the camp. But don't worry, they'll let you right through. They'll let you right on through. There are multiple other ways to get into the res and to get into the camp. So if any of you are thinking of going, don't go from the north. Come in from the south, please. Please. They need bodies, they need people, they need supplies. Hit up those websites, contact your representatives, sign those petitions, write emails, leave voice messages. pleasing and nice, of course. Don't be rude. Don't be threatening. But get your word out there. Get your word out there that you want this stopped. You want this pipeline shit to stop completely. We don't need it. We need to invest this money into wind and solar energy, not polluting our waterways. I stand with Standing Rock. Water is life. I love you all.